saying, yo, I love you, man. And I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for calling me at the right times, whether you knew it or not. You were calling me at the time that I just needed to hear from you. You've been a friend, you've been a partner, and absolutely, you've been a blessing to me. I just want to say thank you.
All right, welcome you guys. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to the show. I am your host, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach, and this is Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we break down how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. And I was a former men's counselor for 17 years, so I come in here with a different perspective. So, men's counselor turned love coach, and this is what we do. So we got an interesting one here for y'all today. I know you didn't see any of this coming, but I'm going to break down for you something that, unless you have to be a certain age to recognize this, you have to have grown up in a certain culture to recognize what I'm going to teach you here today. But I want you to never forget what I'm teaching, what you're going to learn here today. So before we get into it, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit subscribe button, so you can get more of this content. I'm gonna let you let's let it rock from the top, and then we'll take it from there.
Amen. I appreciate everything that you are, and I aspire to be as cool as you as a skater. But I'm just saying, yo, I love you, man, and I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for calling me at the right times, whether you knew it or not. You were calling me at the time that I just needed to hear from you. You've been a friend, you've been a partner, and absolutely, you've been a blessing to me. I just want to say thank you. Amen.
All right. So let me show you what's going on here. This is Bishop Oles. He is the skating bishop. You might see him on Instagram. That guy can skate too. He's a real bishop. He's a bishop. I forget what church he's out of, but he's a real bishop, and I believe he's got a past before becoming a bishop, and he's got quite a testimony of what he's been through, right? And so he gained his fame by skating. He's in a full suit, shirt and tie, and he's out skating. And there's a camera following him, actually, like in front of him as he's skating. So he blew up on the internet because of that, and so I guess it found his way. He found his way to Usher somehow, and they connected. So here's the violation that I want y'all to see. Some of y'all already know where we're going with this. Okay, I want you to take a look at this picture right here. In culture, in male culture, right? For one thing, the first violation that I saw when I watched this was one man standing in public without a shirt on, touching another man's shoulder this close, who is wearing a shirt out in public. I know it sounds like it's so petty and so small, but this is it's an emasculation sign. It's actually a sign of attraction, right? Now I know Usher is there working, right? And his job there working is to work the ladies, and he's doing his job, working the ladies. But understand this. This is what I'm teaching you right here. You can just you can do nothing with it, or you can just tuck it away and process it. And I want y'all to drop your comments on this too as well. Okay. So he's this close to another man with no shirt on in public. Unless you're at the basketball court, unless you are at home or something, and this is you and your uncle, and y'all at the house. Even so, I can't even think of a good reason for a young man to be this close to an older man in public who's fully clothed with you with no shirt on. He should have been at least 10 feet from this guy to show him respect. The ironic thing is he came over there. He's doing all this to show this man respect. But meanwhile, he has no shirt on, this close, touching another man to give him honor. Here's something else. And I'm telling y'all wouldn't even think, most people wouldn't even think of this, but men of a certain age saw this immediately. Look how he's, I'm gonna play the video a little bit, but I'm gonna take the sound out. Look how he is holding that shoulder, almost as if like Usher is the father. That the hand on the shoulder is the sign of teaching, right? It's the sign that I'm the senior, you are the junior. Okay, I'm lecturing you, boy. If you turn the sound off, what does this look like? It almost looks like a man's praying for him, and the bishop clasps his hands together. Look at that. You see that clasp the hand together? That's a sign of honor, and that's something you do when somebody's praying for you, right? But at the same time, I know this bishop feels a little something, and he don't really know how to respond because you're out in public. And Usher's supposed to know better than this, right? So he's a bishop. He is actually the senior person. So what it actually should be is the roles reversed, is that the bishop is supposed to be the one who lays hands on the young man and puts his hand on the young man's shoulder. But Bishop wouldn't put his hands on Usher's shoulder. Why? Because of respect. Because he respects. And in effect, Usher, this is Usher's house. Almost as if this is church. If this was a church and it's almost like Usher's the pastor who is in charge and is giving him instruction. He clasps his hands together as a young man, as a man who's receiving instruction or receiving accolades or whatever. And that's what he's doing. But this is very uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. And if you don't believe me, send this video to an older man and ask him if what I'm saying is true. I guarantee you he's going to agree with me. Because this is a quiet, because men have a quiet code. Listen to what I'm saying. Men have a quiet code, that code of conduct that we do amongst each other. Men don't touch other men, right? Because that's the sign of war. You put your hands on me, it's getting ready to go down, and I have to. Otherwise, I'm being emasculated. If I allow you to put your hand on me and I don't slap your hand off, right? That's a sign that I just sunned you, as we say. I just emasculated you, and I'm above you. I'm greater than you. You're smaller than me. And in this case, this guy is Bishop Oles. He's a bishop who is always to be receiving honor, never receiving disrespect. So the irony is, Usher is actually giving this guy respect. He's saying respectful things. He's saying, and look at that, the tilted head. The tilted head is part of it. It's the part of me talking to you, giving you the instruction. It's the tilted head. If he had his head straight up, that's a different conversation. But he's like trying to honor him, but the behavior, the physical behavior that you're watching is actually emasculating him. It's actually sunning him. And it's right in public. So this is something for you guys to pay attention to. I know it's not a huge thing. It doesn't pop out and it's not something that everybody would notice, But I'm telling you, send this video to some men that you know and ask them their opinion of what I just said. So send it to some older men, not these young cats, because they may not necessarily understand this. But any man over 35, 40, he's going to understand what I just said and probably agree with me that this is a violation. Standing there with a man with no shirt on, touching you, with his head tilted, and the other guy, the older man, receiving instruction. This is all wrong. This is all wrong, and we bringing it out over here on this show. So, and as well, you guys, today happens to be November 17th, and 110 years ago, 110, in 1911. The Bros came on out, and till today is our Founders Day. So happy Founders Day to all the Qs, Rue, to all the Bros. Y'all have a great day. Peace.